comes to this writing game, sometimes you've got to give yourself a little finger wag. I mean, perhaps like me, you live in a little South Yorkshire community. Perhaps you've been there all your life. Perhaps you've lived somewhere else before. I mean, can you remember what it used to be like then? And what happened that time when so-and-so went, you know, and then she did. And she never said anything. But then what's his name? You know, him, you know, that's what he were like. I mean, how many stories have you got about your life, your family, your street, school, work, characters, the things you got up to or you didn't get up to? Your life is an enormous unwritten book of stuff, events, experiences, people that you've never yet got round to finding the words for. Imagine your life as a photo album that's ready to be translated into words, your words. All those words you've accumulated inside yourself. And if you're like me, you'll love it. Words dancing around, clicking their heels, grabbing hold of each other and making language move between them. Language, the first musical instrument. And we can all play it, of course, after a fashion. That's an article of faith with me. If I can do it, then you can do it too. And her and him. But you've got to practice in order to get better. Then get better still. And then someday you might get as good as, yeah, but I'll never be as good as. Yeah, but what? They've been doing it a lot longer than you, that's all. You can't get good at anything unless you make a start and then practice. And get into that mind space where practice is something you like doing. You just doing your bit. That's all any of us do, our little bit. Keep practicing and soon you start to get a bit more confident. Every influence we've ever had, every inspirational person leaves us with a bit of themselves, and we can use it to help us learn. If you love McCartney, for instance, borrow that title, Yesterday, and write your own Yesterday. If it's Vera Lynn, write your own We'll Meet Again. If it's Barry Hines, tell us about that bird that you'll never forget, or that Billy, that Judd, or that Mam that you can remember, or that you can imagine. In your words. All of a sudden, when you're not looking, perhaps even despite yourself, little shoots of confidence begin to sprout and you think, I'll never be as good as them, but if I take a deep breath and borrow a bit of that and change it a little so it sounds slightly more like it was for me, then I might be able to do a bit of my own, in my own way. There might be some things I can say, some tales I can tell, some words that might even hear themselves through me. And some discover it early, and others not till late, and some haven't discovered it yet, but perhaps they will, even today, or tomorrow, nobody knows. But I remember how I first expressed it in that first little finger wag to myself. Never leave a single story unsung.